Namaskar and welcome to Sansarik Buddha. Have you ever got this question? Why are we born? Why do we die? Why this universe was created? What is the purpose of these animals, the trees, the wind, the sea, the river? Whatever we see or we don't see, what is the purpose of these things? Science says these things are made with a purpose, and the purpose is humans can use it, nature can use it. But what was the purpose of making this nature? So it's a vicious circle, and we keep on getting questions. We are not going to reach anywhere. So when you go to religion, I have tried to find answer through religion. I haven't got a single answer that has satisfied me. There are theories, speculations, but it doesn't satisfy you. It tells you a God. It gives you an information about the God who has created everything. But it never gives you an answer who created God. So it's an incomplete answer. That means the person who wrote these books had no clue about this. We are sure that we die, but we don't know why we die. What happens after we die? Because nobody has come back and told us what happens after death. Some books tell you these things. Again, these are theories and speculations. Because the person who wrote the book, after dying, he never returned. So we don't know the authenticity of this particular statement, of this answer either. Why are we born? There is no such answer for that either. So we only know the two ends, that is birth and death. So whatever happens in between, we only know about this much. But what happens before the birth, after the death, these things we are completely oblivion of. We have no clue about it. Then why humans claim that they know about this? Why they emphasize that we know about this? Why the books focus on these areas when they have no clue about this? There is no way that you can know about this. A child, a newborn baby, has no memory when he reaches to an age where he starts speaking. He cannot say anything about the moment he was born. So there is no memory left there. No child ever born has told the process of when he was getting delivered that he can remember it. Nobody can remember it. We have come across some people who claim to have experienced after death experiences. They say there is no concrete evidence of that either because they were not dead completely. They were in coma. They were in a state where they thought that they are dead. The doctors thought they are dead, but they were not dead completely. So how can we say that we know what happens after death? So why the books claim that after death you will get heaven, hell? They will ask you about your good deeds and bad deeds. So there are a lot of confusion. Do you think the human has ever tried to know about himself, what he or she is in reality? We don't know about our own self and we claim to know about something that we have never seen. We don't know properly about the earth and we are trying to know about Mars, moon and the other universe. We don't even know that where we are standing, what is beneath that. We may know what is 1 kilometer beneath it, but what about 10 kilometers, 100 kilometers? We don't know about all those things. There are assumptions. Yeah. They're hypotheses, but we don't know about these things. So why humans create this kind of theories and hypotheses? It satisfies our ego. So to say, I don't know, this puts your entire character, your credibility on stake. People will no longer respect you. They will not give you the same respect that they have been giving you simply because you said, I don't know. Don't you think the reality is that we don't know actually? The books that have been written in various religions, when they claim that they know about the heaven, the hell, what's beyond this, what's beyond that, they haven't even known themselves properly. They haven't rediscovered themselves. They don't know what will happen to them when they die. They don't even know what were they when they were born. Somebody had to tell them. They did not even know that they are male or female. Somebody had to tell them they are male and female. So they're not able to identify their own gender unless somebody tells them. Their names have been given to them by somebody else. Their entire personality has been shaped by someone else. And they claim that they know. So the ego of knowing, yeah, there's a big ego that I know. This keeps human beings completely away from knowing themselves. The scientists working in NASA or whichever organization, they're keenly knowing about in what is happening in the outer space, what is happening here, what is happening there. What about the reality of themselves? They're not able to discover their own reality because they cannot know these things. So they have already given up on knowing these things. They cannot. That's why they try to know the outside world. The inside world, it's actually too difficult, next to impossible. That's why all those people put their entire focus on knowing something that is easy to know. How difficult is it to memorize a book? How difficult? We see people, they have memorized Bible, they have memorized Quran, they have memorized Gita, Dhammapad. So they have memorized these books and we give them so much importance. We give them respect. My simple question is, what is so great about it to by heart a religious book, no matter what? Same thing has been done by little children in school. They by heart geography, history, science, math. They are memorizing all these books. So how does it make difference that a person has by-hearted Bhagavad Gita and a person has by-hearted a history book? How does it make difference? Both are books. Both are giving information. Both are important. Just because of our belief, we tell that one has more importance and one has less importance. But books are books. In both the cases, a person has to use his brain capacity to memorize things. How does that make a human being a great individual? How does it make? Like for example, I'm recording my video right now. Yeah. While recording, I can record anything I want. I can record good things. I can record bad things. I can even swear to somebody. I can use slang. And on the other hand, I can talk all the beautiful things that I can say. This device that is used for recording doesn't distinguish between good and bad. Same thing, our brain. It doesn't distinguish between what we are memorizing. Entire world is memorizing something. So why are we giving so much emphasis on memorizing things? Rather, transforming us into a different human being. We're not working on that. We are only focusing on that particular mechanics that is used for memorizing things. I remember when I was a kid, in our house there was one puja going on. That's called Satyanarayan Puja. In that there was one Pandit. People were bowing down to him. People were taking his blessings, and people were saying that, this guy has memorized all the four Vedas. And I was wondering, is it really a great thing to do to memorize four Vedas? There are people who have they have computer brains. You ask them any question from any math, they will tell you the answer. They have memorized mathematics. So how does it make difference than a person who can memorize entire math book and other person memorizing entire Vedas? How does it make difference? On the other hand, a parrot also memorizes things. What a big deal in that. So the problem with us is that the books that has been written, the books that has been written by a human being, we are giving too much importance to that. But we're not understanding that what is the credibility of that particular human being who wrote this book. If he was so great that he could write this particular book, did he himself become God, a godly figure? What was the contribution of this guy who wrote these books? Every day, millions and millions of people are memorizing these religious books. Has this world become a wonderful place to live? I don't see that. We still see wars, murders, executions, assassinations. We still see rapes, robbery. So, for so many years, these religious books have been in our society. What good have they done? But on the contrary, the man who believes in one particular book, he is ready to kill the man who believes in some other books. He doesn't know about himself, but he's claiming to know the God. He claims that he knows everything about the universe, but he doesn't know anything about himself. He's going to die one day, and what will happen to him after his death? Or will there anything really going to happen after death? He has no clue about it. So what kind of life we are living into? So the first thing and the most important thing to know is to learn that I don't know. I don't know. When you reach to a point where you really say that I don't know, and you leave your ego, you drop your ego by saying I don't know, that's the point when you start becoming a good human being. Then your real search starts. But when you take a book and you say that this is the reality, this is the truth, though you don't know anything about it, but you believe because somebody has told you this is the truth, you stop your search. There is no search after this because you have already believed that this is true. So when you have compromised with your truth, why will you seek for it? Why will you search for it? That's what is happening around the world. Whatever religion you belong to, whatever, somebody has told you that this is true. That somebody, I think, has been told by someone else, and that's a chain reaction. We are not using our own brain. We are not going to that state of mind where we believe that there is nothing that I know, and there are so many things still I have to know. So that's the problem of our world. First, come to a point, come to a conclusion that I don't know anything. Whatever I know is only for surviving in this particular earth. So I can live, so I can feed myself, my family, so that I can interact with people. So it's only for the external world. But for the internal world, we have no clue about it. We have not even discovered 1% of this internal world. So what kind of great humanity we are looking forward? What kind of great humans we are thinking to make in the future? That's why the humans are getting dumber day by day. The world is getting dumber day by day. For a small piece of land, we can kill millions and millions. The land that has no value. In reality, there's no value. I'll tell you a story just to wrap up this video with, just to make you understand. Long back, there were two kingdoms, and right in the center of that kingdom, a river used to flow. Both the kingdoms used to get water from this particular reservoir or this river. One day, two men from each kingdom came to that particular river, and they were trying to make a small canal that will bring the water of the river to the center of the kingdoms. But before they started, they had an argument by saying that first I will make the canal here. The other kingdom guys said that no, I came here first and I will make the canal first. So they were arguing. Seeing this, the soldiers also started to get into the fight and saying, no, our kingdom came here first. Our king came here first. So we have the right on the water first. So first we will make the canal and take the water to the kingdom. And after that, you can do that. By seeing this, a lot of armies started getting deployed near the bank of the river, both the kingdoms. This information reached to the kings also. Both the kings from the kingdoms reached to the spot, and they were about to get the swords and about to start their fight. Long back, Gautam Buddha was sitting there. When he saw this incident, he came there in between the two kings and said, wait, before you start killing each other and do a bloodshed, I want to ask you a question. What is the fight about? What is the fight about? The king said, I don't know. Both the kings said, we don't know. Our soldiers know that. Then Buddha asked the soldiers. Even soldiers had no idea why they were about to start a war for or a battle for. After asking so many people, the questions reached the two men who came there first to build the canal. They said, the fight started because the other one is saying that we will make the canal here first. And I said, I came here first, so I will make the canal first. Buddha asked these two men, do you think the river came first? Both the men said yes. Do you think long before you existed, your kingdom existed, or the kingdom before, the river existed? The men said yes. The king said yes. Even after you, after many generations, the river will still be there? They said yes. Why there is the fight then? The earth was always there. The earth will always be there. You will come and you will go. The fight is not because of the water. The fight is not because of the distribution. The fight is because of me, I, and I am first. That is the problem. So when you see the fights between the religion, it is also because of this. I am correct and you are wrong. My information is correct. Your information is absolutely wrong. But when you dig in and you understand, there is no base of this particular information. Any information that is flowing around. It's like a house standing on a marshy land where there is no proper foundation. There's no foundation. It is just standing on a quicksand. One day or the other, it is going to collapse, and we are holding it on our shoulders. An unnecessary load that is not even needed. My information is right, I believe, because somebody has told me. I have not verified it. I'm telling your information is wrong. Somebody has told me. I have not verified that. Without verifying, without knowing, without analyzing, we're just believing things. And that's called foolishness, stupidity, idiocracy. That are we meant for that? to be foolish forever, or we are meant to go beyond our capacities? Enough of going outside. Why not going inside and trying to search the answer there? We all are interconnected. We all are the same beings, but with different mindset. We never tried to know where the mindset came from, where the thoughts came from. So by making this video, I was just trying to create this question in your mind that whatever you have been believing for so many years, have you ever tried to know that is it right or wrong? Have you ever tried to know that whatever you have been doing for ages has anything to do with your faith? Do you think your faith has any importance to the Creator that you pray for? How does it matter to that great Almighty if you believe in Him or her? You ring a bell, how does it matter? You don't ring a bell, how does it matter? You join hands like this, you do like this, or you do like this. How does it matter to that particular Almighty? It matters to some people. Some people who think that I am right. It matters to some people who think that you are wrong. These people create the biggest divide in the society. If we reach to a conclusion where I don't know anything, then you will say that yes, from today I am empty and I will find the answer. I will not believe unless I find the answer. And one day you will, because from this day you become truly a religious person. Because you don't believe in something that is been borrowed by someone else. You're not chewing the chewed anymore. You're not following any dogma anymore, but you're trying to make your own experiences, your own path. And when you make your own path with your own experiences, there is no way that you will go wrong. By saying this, I would like to end my video. I did not try to hurt anyone. I did not want to hurt anyone. These are my views that I believe in. This is my thoughts that I believe in. And I want the society to not kill each other, hate each other, or divide on the basis of religion, caste, and creed. Rather, we should make a society where we believe that we all are same and we are destined to reach that one particular greatness that we are always missing. But there are some great people who have achieved it. Buddha has achieved it. Jesus achieved it. Mahavir achieved it. Paigambar Muhammad achieved it. So these great personalities have achieved it. But they have done so much and they have achieved it. We have not done anything. We have not done anything and we want to achieve it through words, through references. That is not going to help. It's like you're going for an exam and you're carrying a small chit in your pocket and the questions are changing every time. You will always fail. The chit is going to help you only when the question paper is set according to the chit. But here the situation is very different. Every time the question paper is changing, your chit is completely useless. Yeah. So that's all for today. If you like the video, like, comment and share and do subscribe. That's all for today. Sansarik Buddha.